to Mr. Hussein's chemistry class. Today we are going to study and discuss electron configuration, which is most important topic in chemistry. Little bit complex, but it is very important and many concepts are made on the concepts of electron configuration and electron arrangement. You can see in the diagram blue colored ball and red colored balls have been shown representing proton and neutron. Around the nucleus you see circular paths which are called energy level, electrons moving on these circles around the nucleus. First thing first, what is the definition of electron configuration? The arrangement of electrons in an atom is its electron configuration. It means how electrons are arranged in the electron cloud. And it is also important to know that it is almost impossible to know exact location of electron in energy level because electrons around the nucleus move really fast. Like the fan in your bedroom, ceiling fan, it's hard to locate the location of the wing, location of the different components of the fan. Next thing we need to know what are energy level. Energy level, there are shells or energy levels in a circular shape around an atom. The farther away an energy level is from the nucleus, more energy the sublevel has. Look at this diagram. You can see the blue color ball, blue color center represents nucleus of an atom. Around this there are rings and we have named these rings, first one E1, second one E2, third one E3, fourth one E4. E represents energy level. After energy level we need to know what? Orbitals. Orbitals are clouds of possibility within an energy level. So an actual orbital is a region or space where an electron might be found. Two orbital clouds are pictured below. There are dots near the center of the picture on the right side because an electron is most likely to be near the nucleus. It means center of the atom. Electron, which is negatively charged, is attracted to the positive. So if you want to know how electron clouds look like, look at this diagram. Electron cloud. This is a region where actually electrons are moving. After we know the electron cloud, let's move to the orbital side. Types of orbitals. Within each energy shells, there are different shaped orbitals. Orbitals are represented by the letters S, P, D, and F that can contain different total number of electrons. A number can be placed in front of the orbital letter to represent the energy level that an orbital belongs to. For example, 1s, it means first energy level, and S is the orbital. We would explain it in detail when we get to the video where we will show you how to write electron configuration. But at this point, we need to know different shaped orbitals can hold different number of electrons. First one, represented by S, can hold one pair of electrons. It means 2. If there are 3 electrons, the third one would go to the next orbital. What is next orbital? P. P can hold 3 pairs of electrons. If there are 7, seventh one would go to the next one. What is next? D. D can hold up to 5 pairs of electrons. And if there are more, they will go to the higher level, which is known as F orbitals. F orbitals can hold 7 pairs of electrons. But still the question is how these electrons are arranged. But before that, let's look how energy level looks like. First one, red one, is S. Second one, P. Third row shows D. And the fourth one represents F orbitals. Let's put these orbitals together and how they look like this way. Okay. Another way you can look like these boxes represents the orbitals. S has one orbital, 2 electron, just one pair. Second energy level starting again from 2s. 2s means second energy level. 2p, second energy level, and p orbitals. And note, electrons are found in opposite directions. Now, in order to understand how electrons are distributed in energy level, we would use an example of an apartment building, and you are the manager. Somebody has hired you to rent those rooms of the apartments which are there. In this apartment building, there are different floors in the apartment. In apartment building, like different floors, in an atom, like different energy level. Each room on each floor of the apartment house represents an orbital from the previous diagram or one box. How are electrons in their orbitals like an apartment house? Different floors in the apartment represents different energy level or shells. Each room on each floor of the apartment house represents an orbital. Okay? So I just recapped so that easy to understand. If you come up with a question, don't hesitate to write your question in the comment section. Each room on each floor can hold up to 2 people. Now, room is an orbitals and people are electrons. And each room is filled with one person first occupancy before the rooms become double. That's the one thing. Second, only a man and a woman can live together in a room in the apartment house. It means only couple. This represents the spin of the electron, the other has a down spin. One has up spin. Who has established this criteria? And how we can relate it to the apartment example or resembling to an apartment. Apartment house rules from the bottom up. Rooms must be filled from the ground floor, then first floor, then second floor, then third floor. Fill the one room on the first floor before starting to put new tenants on the second floor. Then fill the S room before the P rooms. On higher floor, the order might change a bit. So this thing, ground floor first floor, then second floor, It has been established by Aufbau, and Aufbau gave us a rule. We call it Aufbau principle. What is that? Electrons fill the available orbitals from lowest energy to highest energy. In the ground state, all the electrons are at the lowest possible energy level. Remember, electrons closest to the nucleus has lowest energy. Electrons far from the nucleus have higher energy. Then, what was the second rule for the apartment building? The owner of the building wants to have the tenants spread out as much as possible. For that reason, singles are placed in rooms before couples. If couple must be placed into a room, then all the other rooms on that floor must already have a single in them. Single, unmarried person, a person, an individual. When we say couple, husband and wife, man and a woman. And it has been given by another rule, Hund's rule. Electrons must be placed into the orbitals in such a way that no pairs are put together unless necessary. That is, single electron must be placed into boxes first, then paired up if necessary. Then another thing we know, rooms would be given to the opposite gender if they are couples. When two people are placed in a room, they must be of opposite genders. No men, no two men can share a room. No men may room together. No women may room together. This is an arbitrary rule on the part of the owner. In a just world, we would not have to follow it, but quantum mechanics nothing to do with justice. And it gives us third rule for electron configuration, which is known as Pauli exclusion principle. Electrons come in two varieties based on the direction they are spinning. There is an up spin and a down spin. Up and down spins are always paired together, and up or down combinations are not allowed. No two electrons can ever be in the same place at the same time. So at this point we have done and we have discussed, and I hope by this point now you know all the rules of electron configuration. How we would write electron configuration, follow this diagram and follow my cursor. We would start electron configuration from 1s, and then 2s. After 2s we will not go to 3s. After 2s we will go to 2p. Then 3s. After 3p we will go to 4s. After 4s, would we go to 5s? No. Again, see the direction of the arrow. We will go to 3d. Then 4p, then 5s. After 5s, where will we go? Yes, 4d, 5p, 6s, 7s. So, this is all about electron configuration, and that's all for the day. Next video, we will teach you how to write electron configuration for an atom and what are different possibilities to describe or to write electron configurations of different atoms. That's all for the day. Thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day.